Hey guys, Anybody's Help here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to address a few screenshots that have been sent to me over and over and I get a ton of questions about lately, and it's this screenshot here. This screenshot suggests that iOS could be getting phone call recording, either phone and FaceTime call recording, as you can see here. Now I wanted to explain in this video what this is, what this could be, and what some of the sources, reliable sources, are saying this right here could suggest for future iOS updates. Now, phone call recording is one of the most popular topics. It's something that people always ask me here on YouTube in the comments. Any video that I make with iPhone tricks, I always get the same question: how to record phone calls on the iPhone. Now, the reason this isn't a thing yet in iOS is because there's just so many government restrictions and rules around the world that prevent certain manufacturers and software companies like Apple to add a feature built into the software like this, right? Because as you can see here, there's a ton of disclaimer information from this screenshot here. We see that it says audio, it says phone and FaceTime. Disclaimer: turning on this switch will enable recording of all incoming and outgoing calls on this device. And you have the toggle down here, you have disabled recording and turn on the audio recording for incoming and outgoing calls. Now, let me go ahead and show you some information in regards to where this came from. And now, as you can see here, this is another screenshot in relation to the one that I just showed you. And what you're looking at here is an internal build of iOS. That doesn't necessarily mean it's iOS 13, iOS 14, whatever. It's just an internal build of iOS. And as you can see here, the recording section, which of course isn't present on current versions of iOS, it says phone and FaceTime calls, media and system audio. These are options that Apple will never enable on devices because these are for internal use only. However, this does not mean that Apple will never add call recording for the iPhone. It just means this particular screenshot in this particular situation is an internal build that Apple could be testing, but it doesn't necessarily mean either that Apple will be adding it to iOS or either not adding it to iOS. I, for one, hope that Apple does add audio recording for incoming and outgoing calls, as long as your local government allow you to, or if you just agree to the terms and make sure you do the correct thing when it comes to recording audio calls. You're supposed to let all parties know that the call is being recorded, as you can see by the disclaimer here. So we'll see if Apple can work around some of these restrictions around the world. Apple has added other features that have other restrictions, and they come across a few workarounds. So hopefully a phone call for FaceTime audio and incoming and outgoing calls on devices, hopefully this will be a feature coming to iOS. And as you can see here, there's also media and system audio options there as well, which Apple will never do, of course, because system and media audio would be considered piracy if you record it directly on iPhone. But at least a phone call, incoming and outgoing, as well as for FaceTime audio calls, would be awesome to be able to be recorded on the iPhone. This is a very popular question. Let me know if this is something you would like for Apple to add to the iPhone. Thank you for watching today's video, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you real soon. Peace.